Britain has always been a place of refuge. We stood against fascism, we took in those fleeing the Balkans, and we've sheltered genuine victims of persecution. That legacy matters. But what's happening today in the Channel is something else entirely. It's not humanitarianism, it's a racket. And it's one in which almost everyone profits, except the ordinary British taxpayer. So let's start with Manston, the infamous processing centre in Kent. It was built for 1,600 people. It was crammed with over 3,000 by late 2022. Outbreaks of diphtheria, scabies, broken toilets, showers that didn't work, overcrowding so bad, families and single men were penned together. Migrants meant to be processed in 24 hours were held for weeks. One man died of diphtheria. A Syrian woman miscarried after being denied medical help. A trafficked Sudanese teenager was trapped in squalor for 33 days. A 17-year-old Iraqi boy was wrongly classified as an adult. Out of this scandal came lawsuits. Nearly 100 migrants are now suing the government, claiming false imprisonment and inhumane treatment. And who is leading the charge? Law firms like Duncan Lewis Solicitors, Wilson Solicitors, and Dayton Pierce Glynn. Duncan Lewis in particular has made Manston its banner case, with its director, Tawfiq Hossain, declaring the Home Office in total disregard for the rule of law. They've enlisted top barristers from Doty Street Chambers and Matrix Chambers. Whatever you think of the migrant stories, one fact is certain. Every hour billed will be paid for, directly or indirectly, by the British taxpayer. But the profits don't stop with lawyers. After Manston's collapse, ministers scrambled to shift migrants into hotels. At its peak, this cost more than £8 million every single day. Private contractors such as Circle, Clear Springs Ready Homes, and Mears have pocketed millions from emergency housing contracts, so much that some were reported to owe the Home Office money for profits exceeding contractual caps. And yet, the system rolls on. Meanwhile, charities such as Migrant Help have seen their coffers swell. Migrant Help alone holds a staggering $235 million Home Office contract to provide asylum advice and support. Its income has soared since the surge of arrivals. According to research, there are now more than 1,700 charities in the UK working in the refugee and migration sector, many of which have grown dramatically since 2022. Again, not all are cynical, but let's be blunt. This is a sector where more crossings mean more funding. And the crossings have exploded. Since 2018, more than 150,000 people have arrived in small boats. In 2022, the figure hit 45,700, a record. In 2024, even after endless government promises, 36,816 still crossed, up 25% on the year before. Yet only around 3% of arrivals have been returned to another country. The overwhelming majority remain here. So let's connect the dots. Migrants pay smugglers thousands to leave safe countries like France and cross illegally. They arrive knowing that deportation is unlikely, legal aid is abundant, and the worst outcome is a stint in a processing centre followed by taxpayer-funded hotel accommodation. If conditions collapse, as they did at Manston, law firms swoop in, charities expand their contracts, private firms bank more cash, and claimants walk away with six-figure payouts, like the £100,000 awarded in February 2025 to Nadra Tobasam Almas for unlawful detention. Who loses? The ordinary British citizen. The mother waiting 12 hours in A&E, the family priced out of housing, the pensioner who worked all their life but now struggles to heat their home. While they tighten their belts, they pay for the legal fees, the hotel bills, the compensation claims of people who who chose to enter this country illegally. Let's be honest, this is not compassion. It's exploitation of our laws, of our generosity, and of our taxpayers. The migrants are not powerless pawns. They are making deliberate choices. The government is not a victim of circumstance. It is an enabler, too weak to enforce its borders or reform its asylum system. And circling around them are firms and organizations that thrive financially on every failure. Britain must decide what kind of country it wants to be. One that protects its borders, upholds fairness, and ensures that compassion is not a loophole to be exploited. Or one that continues down this road, rewarding lawbreakers, enriching lawyers and contractors, and bleeding dry the very citizens it claims to serve. Because a nation that cannot defend its borders or distinguish between genuine refugees and opportunists is a nation that will soon defend nothing at all.